Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Huskies. Kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Demon Deacons offense will get the ball first. And here comes Gio Lopez. He'll be trying to get his senior season off to a good start and building some confidence as we go along. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Lopez to pass. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. So UConn's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. We'll keep our eyes on him all game long. The quarterback's telling us that he is going to be a problem. Gonna run it. It's Christian. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Left side, it's Ross. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
On the move. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. This UConn offense really has it going. Straight ahead, it's Reeder. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep them out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husky.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And the extra point is good. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Lopez slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Uh-oh, look out. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Firing to the right, complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Plows his way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Lopez to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have him.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UConn going back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for space. It's Christian. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to the well. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on first down from the 28. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Moves to his right. On the run, fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They give it to him again. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Burrowing for yardage. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Simmons. That's reeled in. It's Mays. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Makes a grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Simmons to the air again, extending the play. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A designed run for the quarterback. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running inside. It's Wiggins. Enough to move the chains. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Throwing, Lopez. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's Georgia who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game in East Hartford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Simmons on play action. Still looking to his right. It's complete to the right. Taken down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the back. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This UConn offense really has it going. Right back to the well. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Touchdown, Husky! And they add 6 more to a trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Lopez to the air again. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Looking for room. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UConn offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Christian. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to get the corner. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Lopez. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lopez wants to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Wiggins. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. Quick give. It's Wiggins. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Here's Lopez to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing for it on fourth, Gio Lopez. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing Simmons. Stepping to the right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out wide left, it's Porter. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Simmons. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Christian. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Got some green grass. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Good. Turnover.
And I tell you what, man, the defense really needed a play. They had to have something go right. Down by 2 possessions, they do what they haven't done in this football game. They forced the turnover. Now set their offense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Throwing, Lopez. Finds his man. It's Davis. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Lopez to pass.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. Fires left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They're all over him. Left side is Carr. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Look out! Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
4th down, Lopez. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances, and they've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want